Carpe Suspen and I went hunting up in North Texas, and that dot in the distance is our quarry for the night. It's a lone boar. Now, I usually don't do single hog hunts, but this is the orientation hunt for a new scope that D&T Optics was kind enough to send me. Now, previously they let me try their entry-level ThermNight.
He is through the fence.
And this is going to be the TNC 635R. It's got both a digital day-night channel and a thermal channel.
Can you identify on yours?
And it's mounted on a 6.5 Grindle.
No, and I can't get the yardage.
Yeah, I couldn't get the yardage real good either. It was either 321 or 721.
Shooting spare TNT bullets loaded by Yoter armory into Starline brass.
I'm waiting to see if he lifts the head. I don't see any head lifts.
I haven't seen one since I've been watching.
Alright.
And this is the view from Ben's Bearing Optics Super Yoter LRF thermal weapon sight
700 yards.
that he's mounted on a 308 shooting spear deep curl bullets.
Rangefinder's doing weird things. Maybe 321. Looks like a pig.
Now his rangefinder is doing just fine. These are just difficult ranging conditions. Before we took off after that hog, Ben did a quick scan, noticed a coyote in the field.
175 yards.
That was in the opposite direction. As you can see, I'm having trouble ranging the coyote in the high grass as well.
Yeah.
But I do come up with a similar measurement of 173 yards. So our troubles ranging stem from the fact that we're looking at small targets and high grass, and part of the time we're ranging the grass and not the target itself, or we're ranging beyond our targets to something else. Here I've switched over to digital night vision with thermal in the corner, and digital night vision with the IR illuminator is way over illuminating the target.
A lot of reflectiveness.
And I'm getting a lot of light reflected back, so this would be a good time that if I was going to be shooting at the coyote, I'd probably want to do it on thermal and not on digital night vision. That's one of the beauties of using a ThermNight. So this is our situation for tonight. We're starting off at the barnyard down in the lower right hand side. The hog is up at the upper left. I'm not getting any readings with my laser rangefinder, and Ben's getting readings off of grass at 321 yards and the trees behind the hog way out there at 721 yards. When in reality the hog is out there at about 520 yards according to Google Earth. And that coyote that we were looking at is actually in the different direction off this way, and we decided not to go after the coyote since the hog is really the threat to the property. As you can see, the wind is blowing directly towards the hog, so what we want to do is to hedge our bets a little bit, and we're not going to approach directly. We're going to come in from the side, trying to get out of the wind stream, come around to the corner of this field, and then take a shot on the hog, boom, before he smells us. These next few clips are Ben's view as we're making our stalk on the hog. Continuing to advance.
Okay.
It still says 171.
Mine still says 130.
Alright, you want to shoot him?
If you've got enough video, it's up to you.
I don't have video.
Here we're at the corner of our field overlooking where the hog is, and this entire time I've been playing with the controls on the ThermNight and had forgotten to hit record. Well, now that's fixed.
Alright, shooter ready?
Shooter ready.
3, 2, 1.
The thermal picture-in-picture lets me see through the smoke.
2 hits. I'm going to check on our coyote.
Okay, I'll watch him.
But Ben has no shot on the coyote. The boar came in at 220 pounds as determined by the heart girth weight estimate method. This is the formula we use in the field. You might want to stop the video and look at it if you're not familiar with it, but I've talked about it in a few previous videos as well.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
The original plan for this night's video was to get imagery of all sorts of different types of animals, but we saw cattle, one hog, one coyote, and all of these bugs. We had hoped to do a full necropsy, but we messed up and both of our bullets hit very close together, causing damage that overlapped. The 2 bullets hit, breaking 3 ribs on the entry side. After entry, Ben's bullet continued through the thoracic cavity. It was a double lung shot. It missed the spine in the process. It broke 2 ribs upon exiting. And we only recovered 1 tiny fragment coming in at just 1.6 grains. After going through the ribs, my TNT bullet took a different trajectory slightly forward, and actually most of the bullet came to rest in the neck with about 11 inches of penetration. And like Ben's bullet, it actually was higher on the exit side than the entry side, which I found interesting. So what are my thoughts on the new optic? Well, I can tell you the firmware, in my opinion, has improved dramatically over the TNC 225R I tested about 6 months ago. They have also added this little zoom handle that I think is pretty slick. It makes zooming in and out an absolute breeze and very precise. The only change so far that I haven't liked is that they downsized the buttons on the side of the scope that are for the IR illuminator and the switch between screens. These are harder to feel than the larger buttons that were on the 225R, which were on both the back of the IR illuminator and on the side panel, so they were in slightly different locations and you wouldn't confuse them in the dark. Otherwise, I still like the whole ThermNight concept with the multispectral optics. That's really cool. I'm going to need some more time to get refamiliar with this scope, and that will be coming up in more videos.
Alright, shooter ready. Shooter ready. 3, 2, 1. Check on our coyote. Okay, I'll watch him.
Carpe sus, my friends.